A very good evening to all of you. Let us understand PMPO track in detail. And today's topic is BPA definition. Okay. So, what does BPA stand for? BPA stands for Business Process Analysis. Okay. Generally, in typical professional setup, the short terms or abbreviations are used quite widely. So I'll advise you to just remember this. It's an easy one, right? BPA. So BA stands for business analysis, and when you add P into that, it becomes business process analysis. Make sense? So is my screen properly visible to all of you? Yeah, unmute yourself and make an answer.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Yes. Okay, super. Give me a second. I'll just enlarge it so you can read it better. Is it readable for everyone? This text mentioned here, is it readable? Yes or no?
Yes, yes, this one visible, but this one very small, this right side.
Yes, that's what. Give me a second. Excuse me. Is it readable now?
No, madam, very small.
It's still not. Now better? Yeah.
Not right side. This side, the left side is good. This is the business process analyst
No,
BP.
no. Yes,
Technique,
yes, yes.
technique is good, but
It-
process analyst.
This is I want any
Okay,
one of you to read the
okay,
a definition. First, we will understand the definition and then we will go to the
okay.
images
Sure,
and
sure.
we will try to understand that in detail. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, anybody wants to go before I start? Gaurav, can you hear me? Hello, Gaurav.
Yes,
I
yes,
have
Prerna. Can
sent
you hear
you.
me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you. I have just sent you a message in the chat. Will you please check that
Yeah, I
and
responded to
respond?
you. Yeah, yeah, I responded to you.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Just got it. No worries. So yeah, anyone can go ahead with the definition, please. Then we will get into explanation. Yeah. Anyone
As per
Dipti, Neha,
IBM,
Pri. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
okay. As per IBM, business process uh, analysis (BPA) is an approach to analyzing business operation process. It is a detailed multi-step examination of each part of a process to identify what is working well in your current process, what needs to be improved, and how any necessary improvement can best be made.
Yes. So we understood that it is understanding of each and every process in detail. Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, I was on mute. So we are trying to understand each. So basically, what happens in any business, in typical professional setup in any industry, the entire business process has multiple sub processes, right? There are multiple operations. Like, for example, when we are saying that we are working on a project, right? A typical IT software development project. So in that, we realize that, okay, for us, because we are from development or business analysis or from IT point of view, we are looking at the project, but there are multiple other departments, other processes are also involved. Like there is sales team involved who must have got the pitch and got this customer. There is finance team is involved who is currently funding us with the finances to work on the a project. Advertising team or other multiple processes are always part of any project in an organization. So what are we saying? That BPA is an approach to analyze business operation process. So as I mentioned in this example, that a particular project or a particular operation will have definitely sub operations, right? Like to give you a very simple example, imagine you have a wedding, okay? Wedding as a project or wedding as an event in your family, right? So wedding itself is a process or not? Tell me yes or no, or is an operation or not? Wedding as an event,
Yes,
what do you
yes.
think?
Event.
Yes. Okay. But is that only one event or what all other events that are associated with wedding? Tell me, what does come to your mind when we say any typical wedding? What are the ceremonies involved in a wedding?
Yeah, like engagement, then
Anyone?
haldi. Yeah, then
Yes, right,
yes,
right. Go ahead. We're
ladies
coming to a
sangeet.
point.
Yeah, ladies sangeet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that haldi ceremony and photo
Mm-hmm.
shooting.
Mehendi,
Mehndi, yeah,
haldi.
mehndi,
Yes,
mehndi. Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Then the actual wedding and then the reception,
Reception
if
after,
there is
yeah,
any
after
cocktail
wedding,
party,
cocktail party.
after
Yes.
wedding events, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So we just said wedding. When we said about the event, we said wedding. We did
yeah,
not bifurcate it at front. But in the same manner, whenever we are working on any project, we just name that project or we name that process. But
mm,
that process or project is always supported by multiple other processes.
yes,
Yes or no?
yes, yes.
Yes.
Multiple.
Others? Yeah. How about Dipti, Neha, Preet, Ajibu, Sandhya, Vikas? Are you with me?
Yes,
Are you
yes.
trying to understand? Yes. Okay. Super. Super. Now let us understand what we are talking in this context. So we are saying that it is a detailed multi-step examination of each part of the process to identify what is working well in your current process, what needs to be improved, and how any necessary improvements can best be made. So, business process analysis, as the word suggests or as the name suggests, we are trying to analyze, we are trying to understand the business process in detail. Okay, so as like imagine in earlier days in typical setup all the weddings used to happen or all the wedding was carried out, entire wedding ceremony was carried out with the help of relatives and friends and family, yes or no? Somebody might sit with the caterer, somebody might check the decoration, somebody
Yeah,
might
decoration. Yeah,
be with the bride or the groom, somebody might see the arrangements or a decor and area, so sitting arrangement, all that. So even nowadays it is widely managed by family and friends,
yeah,
but if we give that contract or if we give that work to a wedding planner, okay,
yeah.
everybody here knows wedding planner, or is there anyone who has not heard or even no not aware about wedding planner? Please give
Like a
me
event,
say.
like a event management, like event management, the wedding planner. Like,
Yes, absolutely right. But I'm just checking with others, are you guys all aware about wedding planner? Give me a thumbs up if you are.
Yes.
Yes, everyone? Yes, yeah. So now you tell me you are giving money to wedding planner, and they are working on your behalf. So in that scenario, if any work like imagine if the haldi decoration you did not like, okay, or if the Sangeet,
ladies,
catering was not good or not up to the mark as per your expectation. Okay. So in that scenario, will you give them your feedback? Yes or no? Because you're anyways paying them for the services. What do you think?
Yes, we'll give them the feedback.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, right? Because first of all, you're spending money out of your pocket, and
Yeah. Obviously.
second thing, they are supposed to give you the service,
Yes.
right? So you see, I can say that we cannot do that, or we don't always do that when the things are managed by family members, right? There might be some
Mm.
up and down, but we're like, okay, happens, manual error, because obviously everybody is volunteering, everybody's under pressure, it is their family thing. So we don't generally, take them, hold them by the neck and ask them 10 questions. But
Mm.
yes, when we give to, a professional setup, a wedding planner, event management group, and then we are going to ask them, or we should. So same way as we are talking about business, it is a professional setup. Everybody is getting paid for their work.
Mm.
Everybody is supposed to give value to their work.
Yes.
We are entitled as a team, as an individual, to ask question. If something is going well, great. We should learn from that. We should learn from that department, from that process, and try to, implement into other processes. But if something is not working, then what needs to be done? Should we need to change or update, or make modifications,
Yeah.
or should
Modification.
we yes, or should we abolish that particular process, or what learning should be done, or how can we improve it? So this is the sentence. Is everybody with me? That is the main reason why I give this example of wedding, because it is a classic example of having multiple processes or multiple operations at one time, right? And
Yes.
then you have to do best in everything, because everything is getting counted. This is the event of somebody's life, lifetime event. So same way, a project should also be looked at from this point of view. Okay, now let us understand how do we do it? So there is a simple way. Basically, we plan, then we implement, that is do. Then we check, is it working fine or not? Is the implementation or the process analysis is fine? And if everything is fine, then we act on it. Act as in we just give it a green flag that okay, this process analysis is working fine. We can continue with this process, or other departments should also inculcate this process. Okay. Let us understand by this. I'll just enlarge this. Is it readable, guys?
Yes. Yes, ma'am. Basically.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Yes,
So
yes.
there are in total 6 circles, including the inner one.
Mm.
I feel that all of you should read that one by one. Go ahead.
Business process analysis techniques, value analysis.
Gap
Okay.
analysis.
Mm-hmm. Next. Next.
Root cause analysis.
Okay. Next.
Impact analysis.
We missed one after root cause analysis.
Predictive analysis.
Absolutely right. So basically, to complete BPA technique, or to implement BPA technique, we can do these 5 types of analysis. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll try to understand what is all these analysis in detail. Okay. Now, as the name suggests, value analysis. Okay. So that means we are trying to understand the value that we are getting from this particular analysis. Now, in this scenario, or in this process, what happens? We basically try to validate, or try to uh, gauge what is the value add, what is the additional So basically, what is the value add that we are getting from this process? So what we mean by that? So all the trainings or skills or all the efforts that we are putting into these skills, okay, are they utilized in proper manner, or is there any wastage happening? Can we eliminate any unnecessary, expenses that are incurring? Or what is the value or what is the performance or quality that we are getting out of this analysis, or or getting out of this operation? That is value analysis. Like for example, same the earlier wedding example we can take. So imagine in this wedding, you have given good amount of money for the catering, right? Because generally, most of the people come to the wedding for food,
Yeah.
let's be very honest.
Yeah.
So the main focus is always on the catering and the food. And imagine if that was not up to the mark, okay? We are not saying that it was bad or it was not good, but it was not up to the
Mm.
promises or commitment those were made. So in that scenario, before making the payments, before giving the checks, we will sit down and we will evaluate. Okay, this dish was decent, this was not as per commitment, the quantity was less, something was burned, something was not delivered properly, something was inefficient, sorry, insufficient. So basically, you're trying to understand what is the value add that you are getting. Everybody with me on this?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. So this is what we do with value analysis. Now, as the word suggests, second point, gap analysis. Okay. Now, as the name suggests, gap analysis helps you to understand or analyze the gap between what you expect and what are you getting. Okay. Now, here the simplest example would be imagine you were in school or college. I generally tend to give this example because mostly in school or colleges we were quite sincere and we were quite regular in our studies,
Mm.
so it is easy for all of us to relate. So imagine you are in school and you're giving exam, you are giving your final exam and you had prepared quite well. You had your timetable done and you followed that and you gave it your best shot and you gave the exam. And you were expecting quite decent marks, like like distinction or maybe in a good grade or maybe in top five or something like that. And then you realize you really got not so good marks. Okay, so you did not do well in your exams. Now, the first part where what we were discussing was the expectation of our total efforts, right? What was the
Mm.
expectation as per our efforts? And the
Yeah.
second part was the result,
Yes.
right? Now, there is a gap between what we expected and what we received. So, how to fulfill or how to, I would say, bridge that gap? Are you with me? So basically, you have something that you had planned for, but you achieved something far lesser than that. Now, that is the gap analysis. So, same way, how to put this into organization. So, imagine if your advertising department has, sorry. So imagine if your advertising process or advertising department has spent really good amount of money on a good advertising campaign, and they are marketing it and they are trying to uh, promote or push our products and brand or do branding of our organization or whatnot. But and this was supposed to generate some certain amount of revenue, right? Because unless and until there is some revenue, there are some profits, we won't get finance or we won't get financial support for the same. So in that scenario, apparently the outcome is not as per plan, or it is not as per what was expected. So there is a gap. And then we can go ahead and sorry, and then we can go ahead and we try to understand, okay, why is that gap? Where is the disconnect? We did spend on the advertisement, but why we did not get back? Where we could have done better? Which market segment we did not connect, or what not? There are multiple things that we can discuss on this, and we can try to learn, and that is the gap analysis. Everybody with me on this?
Yeah.
Gap analysis?
Yes.
Yes, perfect.
Understand.
Okay. Next point is root cause analysis. Okay. Now, this is a very interesting approach, and it is not only utilized in business, but it is also very much useful in your real life scenario. Okay. So basically, there is a problem. Okay. Now, root cause analysis, because we are finding the base or inner cause of something, that's generally a problem, okay, or issue. So there is a problem, and then we are trying to understand what could be or what can be the root of this problem. Like for example, imagine if our organization is just for a hypothetical reason, you are working in a shampoo selling organization. Okay, the organization is into manufacturing of shampoos, and you are selling that, and it is a decent brand, everything is going okay, you are doing and you are the head of the marketing, or customer satisfaction department. Okay, so in this process, now this is a process, right? So in this process, we are trying to understand, okay, what is happening, and suddenly you see a downfall, or suddenly you see a decline in the sales. Okay, everything was going great, and you're launching a couple of new I would say products, some additional features, and everything was good, but suddenly when you did a survey, or when you saw your sales figures, you saw a dip, a decent decline in the sales. Okay. Now, is this a problem? Yes or no?
Yes, this is problem.
This is a problem, right?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
ultimately this will hit our profits.
Mm.
If we don't, anyways, it is hitting our profit. So we have to work on it. We have to fix it, or we should try to understand
Yeah.
that what is happening behind the scenes.
Mm.
So now in this scenario, we have a problem, that is the cause, that is what has happened, but we do not know what is the reason behind it, or what is the root, or what is the I would say uh, factor that started this issue or started this problem, right? So then we go ahead and go ahead and try to get a survey done, and try to get some details done, go for online surveys, offline surveys, reach out to the market segments, try to connect with the actual consumer, what is their opinion about the upcoming products and stuff like that. And we realized that our prices were a bit high for the new products as per the comparison, and also the result, or whatever the claims, for like for shiny hair, for silky hair, for hair growth or dandruff free, whatever claims we had made with the new products, those were not fulfilled properly or entirely, right? So there were two reasons that we have found. There can be multiple, there can be one. Generally it is not only one, there are multiple. So let's go ahead with this understanding. So first of all, your pricing is not proper, it is a bit on higher level. So anyone who is on a budget, or who is not your loyal customer, who is you know open for all the brands, they will simply come and take the other product, right? And this is what has been happening. So now you see how we found the issue. So we had so it is like backtracking. Okay. So it's like, when we get less marks in exam and then we go backtracking. Oh, this is the answer. Like, when you see your answer sheet in our, at least school days, we had this pattern that we used to get our answer sheet for every subject, and then we could also check how it was, how the answer sheet was evaluated, and if we had any doubts we could go and check with the teacher, and say things like that. It was really interesting. So same way, we have the problem that our sales are dipping, and then we want to understand why it is. So this is root cause analysis. Makes sense? We have given enough time because it is an interesting one and it is useful analysis. Any doubt in this, guys?
No.
Okay,
Understand.
super. Yes. Now the next part is, next analysis is predictive analysis. Okay. Now, when we say predictive analysis, as the name suggests, we are trying to predict something. We are trying to gauge something. We are trying to understand something, that might happen in future, or that might be is planned for the future. So predictive analysis, as the name suggests, it is a prediction of the outcomes or the results that we want. Okay, it is not something that is happening now. So for that we use all the available data, all the available uh, information that we have in hand. We use currently what is booming, the AI, that is that can predict the future. We can see the futuristic trends, we can see the past trends and try to understand, okay, if this has been happening this way, in future also it might happen in the following way. So basically we try to uh, go beyond the current scenario and understand how the things will happen in future, right? So it's like in the simplest term, how we always see the future for our kids, right? If somebody is good in painting, we say, oh, he or she might be an artist. I know that's not a typical thing that any parent generally sees, or even if the kids are good in artistic way, we always try to push them for a typical conventional method of earning or method of livelihood. But if somebody is good in maths, or somebody is good in science, and they're like, oh, you can be a very good doctor, or you can be a very good engineer or mathematician or whatnot, right? So we are just predicting. So same way with the use of statistics and data, and your assumptions of the future, we can get an understanding of the predictive and predictive analysis. Okay. Now, last but not the least, that is impact analysis. Okay. And as the name suggests, we are trying to understand, we are trying to analyze what is the impact of a particular process. Now, when I say impact, that means I'll give you a very day-to-day example or very realistic example. Okay. Imagine if somebody is trying to live a healthy lifestyle, or trying to lose some pounds or some kgs, or get fitter, and they follow a particular diet, say for example a juice diet. Okay, just hypothetical reason, right? Because this is very generic, and I think everybody can relate to it. So somebody wants to lose weight and they follow juice diet. Okay, and then they realize that though their weight has dropped a little, but there is very much lethargy feeling. There is very low, they are very low on energy, they are very they are they're craving for food, and there are a lot of mood swings involved, and they're overall not happy, right? So in this scenario, what happened? We had a particular process, we had implemented something, we had worked on something, and now we're trying to evaluate and understand what is the result of this method. Okay, so it is basically trying to identify, try to understand what are the positives and negatives, what is the overall outcome of something that we already implemented, right? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
So it's like if you have study, if you have exams coming up, again going back to school, college time, if you have exams coming up and you prepared a particular schedule and you studied for like 10 hours a day and it was really going good and you gave your exam and you did quite well, you know so you performed quite well, your grades improved, you're again in the toppers batch and stuff, whatnot. So then you realize that, okay, then the impact analysis of this entire situation would be, okay, in this process, I've worked on this. I've invested my 10 productive hours of my day. Dedicated this much time. I followed this method and this and that, and it resulted in something a lot better, right?
Mm.
It was a very positive outcome. So this way you can understand the impact analysis. Okay, what is the impact of implementing anything in particular? So any doubts in any of these analysis techniques, guys? Anyone?
Doctor.
Yes? No? Everybody can understand this very
Yes,
well.
yes, understand.
Yes, no doubts. So try to retain these concepts because I'm pretty sure some of the names might be new for you. You're hearing for the first time, but then understanding them and implementing them in your day-to-day, uh, activities or not only in professional setup but personal understanding is very very important. Okay, I know I am past my time, so let me invite Gaurav. Would you like to continue from here? I've taken this one diagram. You can go with not diagram, the image. You can go with the another one.
Okay, the another
Yes.
diagram you're talking about, right?
Yes, I finished this part, the left and the plan to. So this one is pending and the description mentioned below.
Sure, sure, sure,
Yes.
sure. Thank you so much, Prerna. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely.
Welcome.
Yeah,
Should I
I will.
stop share?
Yes, yes, I'll take the control. Yeah.
Sure.
So, guys, what you are learning here, that is as per the day one of this entire track of PPBS. So, generally, how do we start this track? Because this is quite important, not to just get into the content, but also set up the context. Okay. So, it's quite important that we will definitely teach you what is required for you to get place. In fact, you all are here to get place. Am I right? Just tell me yes if you
Yes,
all are with me. Yeah.
Yes,
Fine.
yes.
So before getting place, there are some items or some activities and some expectations requires to be shared with you. Okay, it has to be with the shared vision of yours and the teachers, tutors, along with the guru schools. Okay, before we jump into this entire new diagram, which is related to BPA, that's the business process analysis, and we'll learn entire thing about BA. We learn entire thing about project management, then product ownership, and then safe and agile, everything. Let me quickly set up the context for today. Okay. So before we set up the context and whatever we have learned in the content, let me ask this thing. Is there anyone who is joining here for the very, very first time? It's your day one. Anyone here? Okay. Sandhya,
Yeah,
is it your
it's
day
me.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's me. Sorry, I
Okay,
was unable to
brilliant.
unmute.
Not a
Mm.
problem. So, Sandhya, could you please introduce yourself, as in from where you're connecting? Number one. Number two, from where you, your educational background, along with your
Mm-hmm.
professional background, if you have worked at all throughout your career, and also your purpose behind joining this specific track, Sandhya.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
So,
please go ahead.
my name is Sandhya, and I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Mm-hmm,
And again, my education background, I have done my master's in computers applications
mm-hmm,
from India. Right now,
mm-hmm,
I'm a citizen of Canada. I'm living here since 10 years.
mm-hmm,
And overall, I have around 18 plus years of experience in IT service management and IT operations.
mm-hmm,
And also, I have done many projects within ITSM.
mm-hmm,
The purpose for joining here is I'm looking for opportunities in US. So I thought this would be a best platform to start off with.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for sharing that, Sandhya. Welcome to Guru Schools one more time.
Thank
So,
you.
yeah, so these are our candidates who have been with us. Rest of you, you are watching over here. Me and Prerna both are the co-trainers for this track and will be with you until you get placed. Okay, but how you are going to get placed is the great question everyone holds during the start of the track. So let me quickly tell you, because we are going to cover the agile and safe part. Okay.
Mhm.
And in this, so if I'll talk about the business analysis based on our, based on our experiences as well, what we have observed, uh, now you are coming also from the computer background, you will be able to relate with this, and everyone else will as well. So agile is the way using that we focus towards the delivery of the software. Okay, this is an approach, this is a mindset, this is the methodology. So if you'll consider this will be your foundation in today's IT world. Okay, however,
Mhm.
the business analysis will be the pillar that will be holding this entire building of the software delivery as a vision. Okay, when it comes that, and we are only more focusing towards the agile is also full of ceremonies. When we say ceremonies, what do we mean by ceremonies, everyone? Any idea? When we say agile is full of ceremonies means?
Meetings.
Absolutely right. So in a nutshell, ceremonies, events mean meetings, sequential meetings, and that demands you to always, under the practice, show up on time. Okay, please confirm by unmuting yourself. You all can see my screen at this time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you so much for quick confirmation. And these ceremonies as a practice and a guideline that demands you to show up well before time, because what I have experienced myself, that being on time is just late, and being before time is always on time. Okay, so you need to in any sort of setup for any sort of agile ceremonies, you need to be on time, remain punctual, and be highly committed. Okay, in case you are not practitioner of these trade, consider this training as self as a project and continue to practice this over here. It will be quite easy for you to demonstrate once you get placed. Why? Because it is said that how you do anything is how you do everything. Okay, because you chose to learn, you became a student, but we want you to be the full stack student. When we say full stack student, it means that you do all the assignments. There will be two types of assignment. How many types of assignment, everyone, in this
Two
entire
type.
track?
Two type.
Two types. One will be called as said assignment, one will be unsaid assignment. What is the said assignment? Said assignment, when we are literally asking you, hey, next week you need to do these all items, and you have to submit it before Thursday or before Friday or on this day. Okay, when we are asking you to do certain thing, that will come under the said assignment. There is unsaid assignment which we are not going to ask you to do, but every single time it remains valid. Okay, I'll be explaining how to recognize your unsaid assignment, what exactly we are expecting you to do in the unsaid assignment. So stay tuned till the next few core values what we are sharing with you for this track, what you need to follow as a student. Okay, you you be the full stack student where you do all the assignments, do self research, and repeat what you have learned. And for that you need to wait for 72 hours or 48 hours when you need to repeat on the any past recordings. Okay, and that time definitely you can take the screenshot or take the video pause and learn in your way, in your own pace. Why? Because the PPTs and all are not shared. Okay, being the Guru Schools property, we have been advised, the trainers are advised only to share, pause, and wherever students are required to take some notes, let them take. And with the recording, definitely they can take more screenshot and bank it with them, and they can reutilize them. All right, so this is the second core value. The third core value, because you chose to student, we want you to be the full stack student, and when you do all these activities, it is quite easy for you to hit the success. And when you hit the success, because you completed everything what we were expecting from you, it is quite easy to take the full responsibility of that. Yes or no? Do you all agree? When you do everything, whatever it takes, it's quite easy for you to hit the success. Yes or no, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. But at the same time, when you don't finish what you start, will you hit the success?
No.
No. And when you don't even start, you don't can imagine the success. It means it will hit the failure. So you need to not only just take the full responsibility of your own success, but also of the failure, because some expectation you did not fulfill for your own self. What will happen when you take the full responsibility of this element, which we call it as a failure? You will acknowledge it. Uh, you will connect with it, and then you will accept it. And when you accept it, you will go back and correct it. And when you will correct it, then you would realize that this failure was not a failure. That became the trail to the success, means the part of it. Okay. So please feel free and feel determined to take the full responsibility of that. While you do so, what is going to happen? You will develop a very concrete mindset. In fact, I call it as a Kaizen mindset. Anyone knows here what is the meaning behind the Kaizen mindset? I am sure that many of you were knowing. So I call it as a Kaizen mindset. What is the meaning behind Kaizen? This is the Japanese term.
Continuous improvement.
Exactly, you are right, because thank you so much for sharing that. So you need to improve the continuous improvement mindset. And for that, you need to do what? You need to inculcate the learning mindset. It means more learning minded you will become. You will find yourself growing more positive minded you will become. You will find yourself getting loaded in gratitude that leads to the highest level of productivity, and you will find yourself going more complaint free in a way that you as a senior position candidate can perform even in the stringent timeline, deliver in the stringent timeline, and even sometime deliver with sort of lack of resources as well. So this the power you will hold with these practices. And while you do so, you need to be a giver. When I say you need to be a giver, because many of not many, a few percentage of learners come from the seasoned background, and for them it is very very important. When I say being the giver, it means that keeping ego away on the path of learning, that makes you more spiritually grounded on the path of growth. When I say spiritually grounded, means your happiness level enhances, and happiness is new productivity on the path of growth. Okay. And today it is the demand of the corporate, it is today's demand of the corporate, and that's the reason it is quite very important to get driven by this. And while you do so, you need to remember that you are not here just to learn, but also to earn more. And it is said that what you want more of, you must start giving away the portion of. And for that very reason, if you are earning today, can you start giving away the portion of that earning up to 10% to the causes wherever you believe in? And in case you are not earning, can you have an at least intention to give away? Because at least once you get placed, up to 10%, to the causes like uh, giving into charity, giving feeding hungry children, or donating into the orphanages, or old age home, or even donating into temple, churches, mosque or gurudwara. Why? Because when you give, you grow. When you receive, you may survive. And I'm sure that none of you are here for the survival, but for the growth. And while you do so, remember to appreciate what you do, what others do for you. And even it doesn't seem like it is helping you out, continue to do so, because it is said that what you appreciates you back. Here what is going to happen, there are two type of people who are having the IT background. Second, you don't have the IT background. To accommodate both type of people, there is a way of learning. Okay. And for that very reason, I come up with this practice, that start your day with the increased level of receptivity. And for that very reason, I have an audio program where my hundreds of students have been listening to this, and they have seen its positive impact on their day-to-day activities throughout the day. And that's the reason I encourage every learner to always adopt this audio learning when they start their day. And apart from this, whenever it comes to tech learning, new learning, always follow this proven framework, to which I call it as a golden quadrant of learning. This is self-assessed, and this has been tested on thousands of students, and then I realized this is the proven one. Okay, and that's what I am going to tell you, that you need to also apply. Okay, when I say proven one, it means it comes with the 4 easy steps. The very first one comes with the declaration with the anchor, and then you take a deep dive into deep learning. And once you have learned, immediate after 24 hours, draw whatever you have learned on a piece of paper. On a piece of what, everyone?
Paper.
Paper. Okay, just scribble it, recall from your memory, and keep it safe for your self reference. And then what you need to do is that, because this is a journey of 12 weeks, it means almost 3 months, you have to ramp up your wisdom, you have to track your progress, and that has to hit towards the success. And for that very reason, you have to adopt the fourth step, that is the summary. Okay, you need to summarize every single time whatever you are learning, and consider them as a part of ritual if really want to get placed with the confidence by cracking the interviews, all the interviews. Okay, and for that you need to follow this as a ritual, to which I call it as a summarize. How we are going to summarize? So whatever you are learning here for the 90 minutes, okay, what you are going to do is that after this 24 hours, when you have drawn it, you need to flaunt it in front of a camera, mobile camera, after hitting the record button, facing that camera. Why you need to face the camera? Because the role which you are pursuing over here of business analyst is the stranger or the client facing role. Okay, and I want you to start facing the camera. That will give you the leverage to face anyone in the future. Okay, and what you need to do is that whatever you have learned for the 90 minutes, you need to summarize it into 90 seconds minimum, or maximum up to 3 minutes, in a way that 5 years old can understand. And that has to be a challenge you need to take, and that I throw this challenge immediate after the session on everyone's face. And the moment you accept it, what is going to happen is that you dare it. And when you dare it, and you prepare it, and then what you do, you post it in the same WhatsApp group where everyone is there. What is going to happen at the end, after me and Prerna assess your summary, we may personally give you the feedback, not in the open forum, until we find that you are really doing the fabulous job. And then from there, you build your own confidence and continue to see your own series, that how you have developed, if you are coming from novice till the expert. And that's the journey even you will feel proud of, your family will feel proud of. And that's how you need to summarize. Now, coming back to the very first one, what is declaration with the anchor? When I say anchor, I'm sure every one of you might have heard of the anchor. So can someone tell me when you have first heard of the anchor? Anyone? When I say anchor, what do you mean by that?
Who has to say about the topic?
Okay, that's one
yeah.
anchor. Another anchor generally can be found in water.
Function or any stage program.
Okay, that's one type of anchor. But when I say that one anchor has to be in the water, what sort of anchor I'm talking about?
Protect a boat.
Yes, absolutely right. So
Yes.
you might have seen such anchor that will help a ship or protect a boat from what?
Anchor the ship.
It anchors the ship. And what happens when it anchors the ship?
Ship will be in a still
Yeah,
same
it will
place.
it will at the
Passive or
still
drift
mode.
in a way.
Still mode.
Yeah, still mode. At the waterfront, you might have seen the many of such ship. With the help of anchor, they don't move. They don't move away. What will happen if they are not given any anchor? What will happen to them? They will drift away. Yeah. They will lose their direction. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Likewise, we have a tall ship with us, okay, and that requires an anchor. And if anchor is not given, especially when it comes to learning, they drift away. So, can you tell me, whenever you are reading or learning something, that is something using that when you are learning or reading, that element drift away,
Mm.
okay? And what is it is called as? When you are reading and you loses that and you forget, okay, what you were reading after few moments. Have you ever experienced you are reading something and all of a sudden you say, okay, what I was reading, where I was? Has it ever happened to you?
Yes.
Yeah, it has happened to me. So you lose something over there, and that's the reason uh, your attention drift away. What did you lose over there?
Focus.
Focus. Yes, absolutely right. Thank you so much for guessing in just in one go. You drift, you lose your focus. Okay. And if focus is that tall ship in the ocean of thoughts that loses its loses its direction. Okay. In that ocean of thoughts. And for that, that requires an anchor. So if focus is the part of body mind, okay, and and focus is part of your body mind, ocean of thoughts, when I say thoughts are the part of your body mind, your anchor has to be the part of body mind here, to which when we say anchor, then what sort of body mind you what sort of uh, what sort of anchor you can give when your thoughts and focus are part of your body mind, then your anchor has to be the part of body mind. Can we give a little movement to your body mind? And yes, how we can do that? Generally I do, hey, this is time now to put the anchor, and every time I will call it that let's give put the anchor, and I'll be counting 1 2 3, and what do you need to do? You need to give a self high five that just now you heard on your speaker. Did you hear that, everyone?
Mm.
There is a science behind it, I'm going to tell you. Okay? Because you are giving the anchor, you are jamming the focus. Okay? And that will not drift away. That will let you engage before learning any technical. Okay? That is very, very important. Okay, so every single time when you are taking a deep dive into deep learning, what we are going to do is that we are not just going to put the anchor, but also we are going to declare the reason behind putting the anchor. And how we are going to do that, how we are going to, so I have designed a declaration for you all, what you are going to declare just by putting the anchor. So what I'm going to do is that I'll be reading those declaration in front of you that I have selected on your screen, and that you are going to model after I'm done reading. Okay, so just unmute yourself, everyone, and say yes if you all can see the selected statement on your screen. Just say yes, everyone. After
Yes.
unmute,
Yes.
and you need to model me, okay, the declaration with the anchor. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to put the anchor first, and you are going to model me after I'm done. So please model me. 1 2 3 and clap. Everyone do that, and then repeat after me, keeping yourself unmuted. I'm a quick learner.
I'm a
I'm a
quick
quick
learner.
learner.
What others can learn and master,
What
What others
Others
can
can
learn and
master.
master,
I too can do that.
I
I too can do
can do that.
One more time, loud and clear with the anchor. 1 2 3 and clap and repeat. Because I'm a fast learner,
Because
because
I'm
I'm
a
a
fast
fast
learner,
learner.
today's learning is going to be
Today's
today's
learning is
learning is going to be
super duper easy to me.
super duper
Super
easy.
easy to me.
Yes, it is going to be because you said so. And in case you felt bit awkward while doing so, refer to the fifth code of honor, and then you will be able to respect it as well and become like others when it comes to learning, and follow this when it comes to technical learning. We are going to take a deep dive into technical learning from where we had left off. But before that, it's very important that we need to know that how we are going to remain connected. So every Thursday and Friday, we are going to meet for the technical session at 10 p.m. EST, right? Okay, 10 p.m. EST. And what is going to happen is that on Saturday, you can do the assignment. Now, what we said over here, The summary. The summary is going to be your unsaid assignment. Is it clear, everyone? What is unsaid assignment? Every single time you need to summarize whatever you have learned. And we are not going to ask you every single day, hey, did you submit your assignment? Did you submit your assignment? This is by default the unsaid assignment, at least you are going to submit. Is it clear, everyone? And those who are referring to the recording, if it is clear, please put your comment into just below the video that it is clear to me. And rest of you, is it clear to you now, Atlas? Yeah, say yes if you heard me.
Yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. Okay. And you can recommit by unmuting yourself. You have not committed earlier that you are going to do so. Okay. So that will become the part of unsaid assignment. You are going to submit both the assignment. If said is given that day, said assignment you are going to submit from the learning of Thursday. On Sunday, you are going to submit the assignment from the learning of Friday. If said is given, that day you will be given the, you will be submitting both the assignments, said and unsaid. Okay. And Monday, what you are going to do? Monday, you are going to repeat if you have not learned through the recording, because by 72 hours maximum, okay, or 48 hours, we are going to give you the recording, because it requires, it has to undergo various processes, and then it gets uploaded and is shared with you. However, on emergency basis, what we do for because on the generally Zoom video gets expired, we share the recording with you of the Zoom directly, sometime, not always. Okay. Monday you do research work, repeat whatever you have learned, and in case you have not done the assignment, then Monday is another day where you can just park your time and you can complete it. Prepare any question that you want the answer on the next technical session, that is on Thursday. Tuesday and this Thursday again are very, very important in case you have the past background of IT already, and your focus is just to bypass this entire learning and directly focus towards the gating place. Start attending the RRP session. That's the reference ready resume preparation. In case you have project management background, like if Sandhya you have or someone else has, like Vikas has, you can directly go ahead and start attending the RRP session, because this is the forum that where all the marketing candidates and all the HRs and people who are responsible for your placement are sitting there. It's the forum where not only just you attend the reference ready resume preparation that optimize your profile, and LinkedIn make you as a brand, as a person that who can help organization to transition themselves, and through your BA skill or Scrum Master skills, you can transition them. So there they work you to enhance your visibility, that installs your credibility. Means you are attending, it means that you are not here just to learn and go away, but you are here literally to get place, and that credibility gets strength in front of the RRP team, and they take the responsibility of your marketing, and that enhances your marketability. Okay. And that's the reason these two days, Tuesday and Thursdays, are very important. Link to join generally your HR gives to you, okay, of both the days, Thursday and Friday. Is it clear to you all now? Yeah,
And what
say.
time is it?
Okay, so generally it is um, 2 p.m. afternoon, 10 p.m. afternoon, and one more time is there. So, but the important is that you attend at least 2 sessions in a week, and you need to continue to be here until you get place. Take this part as a mantra. Okay, it's not here that you just went ahead once and you are done. This is the forum where more you show up, more you enhance these things. Okay, and the main purpose is that, because before you there are other candidates, they also need to get placed. If once they are rolled out, then your number comes in. So be there,
Mhm.
show up, and then finally you get placed, because they also feel the invisible pressure to make you place. Okay, so this is how this function. If you are not going to show up and you think that they will come and they will search for you in from the pool and they will pick you and place you, that doesn't work here in the Guru schools. Trust me, you need to show up. Got it, everyone?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And Wednesday, you can choose to relax. So this is very important, very, very important context I wanted to set up before we get engaged in the content. I hope it is loud and clear to everyone, right? Ajibu, this is the first time if you are attending. Yes, no, you can unmute and say yes if you understood as well.
Yeah,
This
no,
is
this
how
is
it
not
functions.
this is not my first time. Yeah, this is not my first
Oh,
time. So I will
you know
look
about
this.
it. Okay, okay, fine,
Yes, sir.
fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm glad to know about it. Guys, now let's move ahead to the topic from where we had left off. We were learning business process analysis. Okay. In this business process analysis, there are the various model. Okay. The whole idea behind that to improve the process which can be automated, because when we say process, it means it is inspired by the repetitive task. It is inspired by what, everyone?
Repetitive task.
Yeah, repetitive tasks. So how do we do that? So first you identify what all those repetitive tasks are available. That step is called as discovery process. Okay. So how you can make it easy, and you when you understand and identify some, just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second. Yeah. Sorry about that. Um, so where I was talking about the repetitive task. You need to discover that what is uh, the repetitive task, and the current state. The moment you identify is called as the as is process, where you have just identified. Okay, what is the task, and it has to reach to the step where you find it here, the to be process model. So it describe your current state of being, including the values as well. Being including what?
Value.
Values, mindset, and personality traits. Okay. For which process you are just working over here. Okay. So this process has to be analyzed as well. So on what basis it will be analyzed? So you will develop the insight where it weakens. Okay. So you develop the weakness, and if it is not weak, how it is impacting positively, that you define. So if at all it is weak, what you are going to do is that you are going to redesign that process. Okay. When you redesign, again you assess its presence. Okay. And if you find now it is strengthened, you will implement those process, and you will reach towards. Now when you are reaching here and you are ready to execute on repetitive basis, it will be called over here to do. What it will be called here?
To do.
To do. And when you are doing, you are executing over here, uh, now you need to monitor entire process, the way it is impacting the entire objective. Is it going to work in that direction only or not? And in case not, you will try to control it by pulling out certain tasks. Okay. Which you will not keep as a part of the sequential task. Okay. You may just discard few of them, you rearrange few certain uh, repetitive tasks. And when you move to the next layer, it means that you are now ready with the available process completely designed and ready to get automated. And that layer will be now called, to which we will call it as a to have. What we will call it as?
To
To have. So here it is as is, to be, to do, and to have. This is called as a 4 process model, which are the integral part of the business process analysis. With me so far, everyone?
yes.
The whole idea is that observing the repetitive task, that is defining the processes. Okay. Now based on that, because you have identified the repetitive task, you have strengthened it, and the weak area you have discarded it, you find that you are now with the conformity of that, and that then you can develop the performance. Say for example, if it did not work towards this cycle, you identify now is the need to change the process. You again move into this cycle towards the identifying the right process, and your discovery will get started. And this is the ongoing loop. How it works with the existing system, when the demand of the new system is arisen, or when a new process has to be migrated for the client, or at all new upgradation is required for the client. And here your involvement as business analyst become more crucial. With me so far?
Yes.
Yeah, yes or no? Any
Yes.
question so far, guys? Any question?
No.
Okay, great, wonderful. Now, whatever you have learned, coming back to over here, okay, what Prerna has explained you, that's again quite crucial, because business process analysis, you being a business analyst, okay, what you need to do is that you need to, there are the several type of techniques available, several techniques available. 5 of them are bit important and has been shared with you, telling you that what is it, okay, you know that what is it, how does it happen, that also you need to understand, okay. So we will explain you next how does it happen, okay. And before we do that, just a second, before we do that, we will also let you know there are various tools to use it, okay. So tools in today's session, we might not be using that, but how do we do that, that we are going to share. But before we do that, let's understand what what it is talking about. And for that, I need to fill the shape, okay, and so that we can learn about it. So last but not the least, what does it say? Give me a second so that we all can learn. Yeah. So it says that using business process analysis help you identify the detrimental elements in an operation and identify how to overcome obstacles. Overcome what, everyone? What did you read? What did you read? Obstacles. So business process become crucial when you need to identify certain element that impacts the operational work. Okay. Without a proper analysis, your team will waste a lot of time and effort solving the wrong problem or switching from one software to another. And that's become very crucial to identify those processes. And that's when was the reason I was explaining you these as is model, to do model, to have model. With me so far, everyone?
Yes.
Understood the reason behind it for the explanation of these model in business process analysis? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Super. By the way, are you still in the full awakened mode? I see 2 people dropped. Is it okay if I can continue with the next slide? Yes or no? Or you want to take a pause and want to continue tomorrow? Okay, silence, I got it. So you want to take a pause now, right? So fine, fantastic. So because this is a day one, generally we don't overload on day one. Just 4 minutes ago, what I decided, I will just take a pause over here and we'll continue tomorrow with the all 5 levels of, analysis, and we will go take a deep dive in learning that. So let's call it. So Sandhya, it was your day one. What do you feel like saying? Were you able to connect, relate, understand, and get it clearly?
Yeah, yeah, I can understand. I think I did not join from the beginning. I did not know today was the first day because I was told the classes start in June.
Oh, no,
But
no.
I joined in middle. But yeah, the training is going good. Like the explanation of the topics and all, right, in
Yeah,
detail. Yeah,
yes.
I like that.
So from today you can continue because it was day one. Okay. So I hope
Yeah.
you will be able to continue from today. Yeah. Luckily
Yeah.
you join on the day one. Yep.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I will.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much. So I know about the rest, but let me hear if someone of you have repeated. Let me hear from Suchita now. Suchita, what do you feel like saying?
Yeah.
Was it easy as
Yeah.
a day one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy. And I understand. But I have a question. Saturday
Yeah, Sushil.
assignment that said and unsaid, that will be class. Sunday also assignments.
Did I say
Said.
Sunday?
Yeah, Sunday and Saturday.
Wait. A good question. Let me refer back to that plan. Okay. So what happens is over here, Thursday and Friday you are with us, right?
Yeah.
With the trainers.
Yeah.
Okay. You are part of the technical session.
Yes.
Saturday you need to park the time for yourself, because who is going to do the assignment? Me or you?
Me.
So yes. So Saturday at least 15 minutes park a time slot for your assignment. That's why it is visible over here. If
Okay.
we won't place it here, you will bypass this time. And you will realize there is nothing to do on Saturday, there is nothing to do on Sunday. So we have parked it here so that you don't forget it and still contribute towards the learning. When you do the assignment, it means you are remaining connected with what you
Yeah.
have been learning.
Yeah.
Okay. Only one day where you are not connected is the Wednesday. Otherwise, remaining all 6 days you are connected with the track and the training and the topic. Okay. Do you understand it now?
Yes.
2 days, of course, you will get to see the trainers.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
2 days, you will be referring to the recording or recalling, or you are just revising and you are summarizing. Okay.
Okay.
Monday is the one day which is given to you to do your own research with the reference of the recording if you want to. Okay.
Yes.
And Tuesday, anyways, is very, very important for you to attend the RRP session along with the Thursday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And thank you for the asking. Now you have got the clarity, right?
Yes. I got
Yeah,
it.
super. Let's quickly drop one word that you feel like saying after today's learning. Let me start with Pritanjali again. Pritanjali, what do you feel like saying? One word that comes in your mind after today's learning?
It is my first class. Like I joined that between, but yeah, it is fantastic. Thank you, Gaurav and Prerna. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Pritanjali. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's hear from Ajibu. Ajibu, what do you feel like saying? One word that comes in your mind.
Impactful, very impactful
Impactful.
session.
Thank you so much, Ajibu.
Mm,
Appreciate it. Let's hear from Neha. Neha, what do you feel like saying? One word that comes in your mind.
Yeah, it's very good task, Gaurav.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope you are recovering. You're not health-wise, you're good, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, super. Thank you so much, everyone. And thank you so much for staying till the end. And I appreciate your time. Bye-bye. Take care. Good night. We are going to talk again tomorrow. Bye.
Welcome.